Hello there, it's me again. Here is our very last card in the card class to go for the Forever Fern bundle. This one is probably my all-time favorite. This card starts out with a simple, very vanilla base, embossed card front that's separated and it is popped up with some gold thread wrapped around the edge. It's then got a stacked, layered bouquet of die cut and cold foil leaves and branches, and then a very simple sentiment with a pretty little border die cut out of it. So let's get started and we'll put this card together. All right. So on this version of the card, as I mentioned in our previous video, everybody will get some kind of gold foil, leafy kind of element, all right? So like I mentioned earlier, you saw earlier, here's my stencil. This is the element that I got to use for the leafy bits there, the gold leafy bits in the background. All right, so I'll show you how I'm going to use this instead of a particular branch, for instance. Okay, so we're going to get started. I already die cut all of my various branches, the solid branches, out of the little pieces of colored cardstock that I provided for you. And here's those three little pretty peacock tiny branches that we'll add at the end there. And then here is my sentiment strip. I used heat embossing and gold embossing powder for the hello sentiment, and then I used a border from the Ornate Thanks border dies for this bottom here. So there's my sentiment. I'm going to set that aside. All right, and my envelope, well, we don't need that right now. Here is my 11 by 4 1/4 card base, scored at 5 1/2. I am going to pop this up on top of the card, and then we'll build our bouquet. Okay, so I am going to use dimensionals and we'll get that popped up. You'll notice there's something different about my card as opposed to the sample and to your cards. I just have 2 strands of the gold thread wrapped around, and you will have 3 strands on both of your. So that's just a little bit of difference. I don't really think anybody that receives the card will notice, but I just thought I'd point that out to you. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put some dimensionals onto my back here, onto the back here, and pop these up. Here we go. I'm gonna place this on here. Go. All right, so now we're going to build the bouquet. Let me make sure this is all in your view here. We're going to build the bouquet, and I'm going to start by laying, of course, my gold foil leaves down here in the background. So this is what I received, and I will simply give this a bit of a haircut. It's going to actually follow the little dotted lines and trim that bit off. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the same on this side. I'm not sure I'm going to need all of these from this side, but I'll have them just in case. Put this away. All right, so here they are. I kind of like to, well, I'm going to give that a haircut. I don't really want to see those little sprinks. I'm going to place this down here. Right now I'm gonna, I like to kind of lay my stuff out and see how I like it first. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go like this, and we'll just see how this plays out. All right, and then I like to add, go from largest to smallest. So my next piece would be, let me see, I'm gonna lift this up a little bit. Yeah. And we'll lay that down. that. And then we'll use this branch. It's the next largest one. Go like this. Again, like my other card, I'm kind of lining up the stems because in the end it sort of looks like a bouquet. Let's see, here is this, I'm calling it a eucalyptus. I'm going to stack this guy kind of under here, fill in that spot. Oops, like that. And go ahead and layer that one right there. Now I'm going to hold off putting these three little, the three little branches or little sprigs in until I get everything laid down and glued, and then these will be the last bits that I put in. All right, so let's get started. And there we go. Our flower arranging is done in a snap. Last thing that we want to put on is our, we have a very messy silicone mat now. I'm going to put some dimensionals here on the back of my sentiment strip. Press them down. Remove the backing, and almost voila. I am covered in glue today. There's a lot of crafting today. It was awesome. All right, so I'm going to take my tag here and I'm going to put it down along here, kind of, you know, tying in the branches of the branch bouquet. There we go. There we go. I think that looks lovely. And you know, it's not too fanciful or too pretty. And it's beautiful, but it's not too pretty. You could use that. You could change the sentiment. I mean, I think it would be a beautiful thinking of you card, or a sympathy card, or a birthday card even. I think it's really kind of simply beautiful. So there you go. That is the embossed Leafy bouquet card. All right. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed making all these cards in this month's card class to go, and I really hope that you'll join me again. Thank you and bye-bye.